Welcome to the Keiser Report. I'm Max Keiser. Last week, the Chinese government admitted for the first time that so-called cancer villages exist as decades of pollution take their toll on the health of Chinese citizens. So far, the U.S., UK, German, Swiss, Italian, Spanish, and French governments have yet to admit that so-called cancer markets exist as decades of toxic, fraudulent derivatives take their toll on the wealth of global citizens. In Iran last week, 4 bankers sentenced to death for bank fraud after they forged documents allegedly used to secure loans totaling $2.6 billion to buy state-owned enterprises. Meanwhile, in Australia, a temp agency jokes in an ad to kill existing workers and replace them with temps who can also be killed when no longer needed. And you thought joking about killing banksters was going too far. Ha, ha, ha. The joke's on you, worker, peasant, sucker. Stacy?
Yes, Max. Well, why don't we take a little look at a clip of that ad where they just off any worker who is inconvenient. And they actually come to the point where they say, let's just do it on an hourly basis.
Hi, I'm Genevieve George, the CEO of OneShift. I'm so confident in our people that I'm stepping down and letting one of...
Hi, I'm George. I'm the CEO of OneShift. Well, for OneShift.
Yes, demand too many rights. Exhibit any sort of human quality, like if they get tired, they do note that if they're tired after lunch, just get rid of them.
I like the comparison to how the temp agency can joke about killing workers, but if you talk about banksters being killed for fraud or terrorism or money laundering, or if Iran does the understandable thing and killing banksters, or China recently killed some banksters, suddenly, oh, you're being terrible, that's taboo, you can't kill the banksters. It's an example of Stockholm Syndrome. People are being held captive by banksters, fall in love with their hostage takers, the banksters, but making jokes about themselves getting murdered, oh, that's hilarious. Ha ha ha!
Well, speaking of the Stockholm Syndrome and falling in love with your captive, in Japan they often fall in love with blow-up dolls, right? Because they don't have any human emotions and they're very simple. They don't demand anything. They just perform a function for you. And I think that's where our friend Miss Shedlock has gone with this headline, Robots Don't Commit Suicide and Other Robot Advantages.